It's time to duel. No, I'm joking. It's time to talk about all the awesome games that are coming to Game Pass in the first part of November, including a few day one additions that I'm pretty sure you won't want to miss. Firstly, Game Pass Premium members are getting a whole bunch of new games to play this month, plus one that's already available to Ultimate subscribers, Sniper Elite Resistance. This third-person stealth shooter is the perfect place to refine your sharp shooting skills, and it'll be available on Xbox Game Pass Premium from November 5th. Now here's one that snuck in recently, the cheeky devil. We got Cars and Cosmic Horror that make for an extremely chic pairing with not one, but two new Game Pass titles that revolve around extremely trippy road trips. The first is Pacific Drive, which is available to Xbox Game Pass Premium, Ultimate, and PC Game Pass members right this very second. It's a first-person driving survival game where you'll be rolling through a land blighted by supernatural superstorms, killer radiation, and all kinds of general weirdness. With that in mind, it's important to keep your eye out for precious resources so that you can turn your beloved whip into a veritable four-wheeled fortress. And you know, don't worry if you have to barge into the odd otherworldly monster. Those dents will buff right out, I'm sure. Sports science has changed football a lot over the years, but it is yet to give us players with giant metal gauntlets or rocket-powered legs. Give me rocket-powered legs! Fortunately, Super Ball is here to make up for that grave oversight. Available to all Game Pass members, Super Ball is a 3v3 football game with a roster of hero characters and a futuristic twist. Each player has their own unique way of tearing around the pitch and turning the ball into a deadly weapon. But it's only when the three of you work together that you'll truly be able to dominate. Teamwork. And on the other hand, the wide range of unlockable cosmetics mean you can just stand there looking snazzy, even if your team is totally rubbish. You know, like. Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass members can set off on their second spooky road trip on November 5th when Dead Static Drive pulls up into town. Described as Grand Theft Cthulhu, this retro adventure is isometric, apocalyptic, and just dripping in 80s style. Set off on a journey through a monster-ravaged Americana with nothing but your wheels and your wits to keep you safe. And then figure the rest out on the fly. You'll learn the answers to these questions and many more over the course of Dead Static Drive. Or you'll get eaten by a monster in the first 5 minutes and learn nothing at all. Could go either way. So are you planning to take a trip into the unknown with either of this month's Lovecraftian driving games? Or both? Let me know in the comments. Rolling onto Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass on November 6th, we've got the definitive egg-based platform game of our times, Egging On. The goal here is to take your egg through a series of challenging physics-based levels, rolling, wobbling, and soaring through each one without cracking your shell and leaking your yolk all over the place. Nobody wants that, it's embarrassing, clean yourself up. Master the art of the egg roll and you'll be rewarded with all sorts of nifty cosmetics to deck yourself out in, steadily transforming yourself into the fanciest egg that ever existed. Ha! Take that, Mr. Fabergé, idiot. PC Game Pass members, I know you love a good mouse-based game, and you're getting a shiny new one on November 6th when Whiskerwood arrives day one. This city-building sim puts players in control of a civilization of humble mice who travel across the sea to found new settlements. And I'm not just talking about digging a few holes in the wall and living off kitchen scraps though, oh no. You'll be building up bustling cities with complex production chains and intricate systems of automation. At the same time, it's important to engage in proper mouse management by assigning each citizen the right job so that together you can take over the earth and prove your mousy worth. Void Train gets its full release on November 7th and Xbox Game Pass Premium, Ultimate and PC members get to board right away. It's a very different sort of on-the-rails shooter. Void Train has you traveling along an endless railway line through an infinite but surprisingly picturesque void. This particular void is full of strange flying fish creatures, some of whom are not very friendly, rude, as well as an odd batch of other humans who also fall into that not friendly category, double rude. As a result, you'll want to upgrade your train as much as possible with whatever weapons, armor, and other amenities you can craft from the bits and pieces you find floating around. Xbox Game Pass Premium, Ultimate, and PC members will also get to learn just how powerful words can be when Great God Grove arrives on special delivery. In this wonderfully wordy, wacky puzzle game, you'll be playing as a heavenly mail carrier equipped with a divine megaphone that can suck up the words people say and shoot them back out. So watch your mouth. There's a whole cast of kooky characters for you to meet, each with their own problems, which you'll be able to help them with, if only you can find the right words. Oh, and there's also the fact that the sky is tearing itself apart because the gods have fallen out and really need someone to help them work on their communication skills, so maybe make that a priority. But up to you, wordsmith. You know, Game Pass has been doing some real tomb raiding recently, dusting off Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light for members to enjoy, and the sequel, Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, is set to hit Game Pass Premium, Ultimate, and PC on the 11th. This arcade-inspired isometric adventure takes Lara and her pals over to Egypt to see the sights, enjoy the local flavor, and try to prevent an evil god from enslaving all of mankind. The lineup of playable characters includes Lara with her patented dual pistols, her pal Carter Bell, and their new godly friends Horus and Isis. So, it's a good group. On November 11th, Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass can enjoy the life of a sky rat with Pigeon Simulator. This physics-based sandbox game lets you do all the classic pigeon stuff, flying around, eating stuff off the ground, and prompting loads of very upset people to say, well, it's supposed to be good luck, I guess. But that's not all. Pigeon Simulator also features a man-eater style DNA-powered ability system, which allows you to gain all sorts of new mutations by eating things. So, whether you want to transform into a monster and rampage across the city, or just flap around cooing at folks, Pigeon Simulator has got you covered. If Borderlands 4 has got you in a loot and shoot and sort of mood, then you should definitely check out Relic Hunter's Legend when it comes to Game Pass Premium, Ultimate, and PC on November 12th. Like Borderlands, this fast-paced action RPG gives players a roster of distinctive characters to choose from, plus a huge arsenal of weapons and skills to outfit them with, and the option to play through the whole thing in up to 4-player online co-op. The big difference is that Relic Hunter's Legend takes an arcadey, top-down approach to the action. Oh, and also there's no clam trap. Whether you're in the mood for a bitter fight to stay alive or a cozy nap by the fire, Game Pass is the game for you. And in either case, it's called Winter Burrow. This gorgeous-looking survival game stars a little mouse who's trying to restore their home to its former glory. That'll require a lot of legwork as they gather materials, master recipes, befriend neighbors, and batter insects. And there's also lots of time for soup, jumpers, and general cartoon mouse behavior. This game is the embodiment of having a blanket wrapped up over you with your ROG Xbox ally sat in front of the cozy fire. Ooh, and a hot chocolate. Sign me up. Basically, Winter Burrow is a game that is all about playing your way at your pace, and it'll be a day one addition to Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass on November 12th. On November 14th, it's time to pull the trigger on one of 2025's most anticipated releases, as Call of Duty Black Ops 7 comes day one to Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass. What do you want in a new COD game? A spectacular cinematic new campaign that takes the story into strange new places and features a cast of Hollywood stars? Done. An upgraded Omni movement system that lets you bounce off the walls like a shotgun-toting ninja? Easy. Round-based zombies, a revamped perk system, new maps, beloved old maps, and more? You know what, sure, you can have it all. You deserve it. Naturally, there will be loads more to come in November and even a few more to squeeze in before the year is out. So make sure you subscribe and ring that bell. I'll see you next time. Bye!